I've just been reading a book called The 16-Word Sales Letter. It mentions a study by two cognitive neuroscientists, Nico Bunzik and Emra Dazell, who looked at how the brain reacts to novelty. They found a region in the midbrain called the substantia nigra, and this is the novelty centre of the brain. It only lights up when we see new stuff. If something is familiar, it stays dormant. But when it sees something new, it releases dopamine, which is the pleasure hormone thing. Anyway, I see this happen when I do my drawings. When we put visuals up in real time on massive 4-meter boards during a keynote, it creates a novelty factor. I watch people moving from place to place, their eyes tracking the boards later on when they come and view it. They don't realise it's happening, but their brains are engaging and enjoying the content. It's a new format, so their brain lights up. But here's the irony. Drawing on walls is not new. We have been doing it on cave walls for thousands of years, visually recording hunts and telling stories. Now, I've been working with my business coaches, action coach, recently on finding my unique selling proposition, the USP. You're always told to find you need a new opportunity or something completely unique. And I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning coming up with these really left field and, to be honest, rather batty ideas. And then it struck me, does a new opportunity really mean it have to be something no one has ever done before in the history of the world? Think about it. People getting into Celtic art, ancient myths, ancient spirituality, people encounter these things as new ideas, even though they are actually ancient. Sometimes stuff is so old that it is new again. One of the things I've done in my whole life is run against the tide whenever possible. Back in the day when video projectors and CDI were new big thing in schools, I walked into a school and used shadow puppets. I just used an old overhead projector, a cloth and some cardboard cutouts. And out of everything we did, and we did some really clever stuff, the kids enjoyed the shadow puppets the most. Later on, I was one of the first adopters doing 3D renders. When everyone else started doing that, I switched back to an analog look on Photoshop and used Photoshop to mimic real-world media. It was just quicker. But now we're in the age of AI and digital overload. What am I doing? I'm doing more work with pencil and paper and paint and big boards and marker pens. Every time I go against the culture, people look and say, that's new, never seen it before. It's actually not new at all. It's just stuff they haven't seen before or haven't seen for a very long time. So when we talk about a new opportunity or a new way of doing things, I think we can tap into the old things and present them in a new way. Because if we don't, we risk blindly chasing the cult of the new and forget all the brilliant things we can borrow from the past. What do you think? Do you think that we should chase new all the while? Or do you think that really we should be seeing what in the old could be just brought a bit more up to date?